Welcome to Great Overload. I'm Anthony, and it is the season to be gift giving. And Merry Christmas to everybody out there as well. This will land a few days before that, and I probably should do this video before even this week. But we're doing everything last minute here, and it's gonna be last minute gift ideas. Things that you can go maybe locally and get. Maybe you can still get them shipped if you pay a little bit more, but probably not. So one thing I would start out with is RGB. Let's say that they want to start doing a little bit more lighting in their little gaming area or you know cave area, right? Their own little personal spot. Kind of find out what that is, what they're interested in, because there's a lot of different lighting kits out there. You can go from case lighting to fans in the case to desk lighting to wall lighting. So there's a lot of huge opportunity. Of course, there's a large range of prices, but back end of the monitor lighting and TV lighting that syncs with what the monitor's displaying. There's a lot of opportunity here to really kind of enhance their look and feel of their, part of the house that can really, make it feel as their own. If that's something they're into, I'm guessing that they mentioned it, within the last 11 months. That this is a good option. Now, maybe they're not into lighting, and maybe they just want to um, go through and just upgrade their rig. There's a lot of different parts in the computer, but one I would focus on that's usually a pretty good price that you can get to for a gift is an SSD. So you can go through and get an NVMe SSD or a regular SATA drive SSD that and if these are not making much sense to you, I would highly recommend just asking them, hey, what is your computer support? Are you looking for more storage? Something like that. You don't have to tell them exactly what you're getting, but maybe even dropping a hint is a little bit better, I think. I'd rather you run something by me first before just buying something and realize, oh, I don't need that, or that's not going to be as compatible, or not exactly something I want. But here I even have, I have a Team Group SSD over here. I've bought quite a few different SSDs this year, NVMe drives, and I've just been testing them out. I've done the P5, this Team Group, what was it, the M34. I've had the Western Digital Black, the Samsung as well. There's a lot of good drives out there, and if you're looking for more storage, especially with how many games are just taking more and more storage, um, that's a great option because if there's a gamer and they want to switch between games, that's one option that I really enjoy because not all the time do I just sit and play one game. I want to try out different games, or let's say one day I want to play a shooter, and the next day I want to go more to open world, and you know just just do different things. So there's a lot of different games there, or sporting games, something like that. I like to have them all installed just so I can get through them and really kind of take advantage of that. Now, another gift that, if you have somebody that likes to tinker in your life or, wants to learn a little bit more about computers or get into it, is a Raspberry Pi. They're a cheaper little device that, gives them an opportunity to kind of, hey, I've had this little project on my mind. Maybe you start with a Raspberry Pi and they can add on different things. For me, it's like, I started with one Raspberry Pi and then I went to um, doing different stuff with it, right? I tried out, doing a Pi hole on it. I tried, trying to create a little Plex media player out of it. I've done uh, uh, starting to create different sensors for it and monitoring different parts of the house. So there's a lot of different evolutionary things or different projects out there that they could do with a Raspberry Pi. And these are, I know I can get them locally. I know sometimes they're at Best Buy. And so you can actually go in and get one of these and have them ready for you and or as a gift already wrapped up. Uh, One other thing, let's say that there's uh, they're really into building computers and doing different things, tools. Maybe they're not just, and I'm going to go a little bit outside of this as well, but maybe it's even starting to get into, hey, they want to start building some different things for their office, like a desk or, different shelving and everything else. So then that you can even go into maybe some of the power tools that are on sale at all these great stores as well. But, even just the computer tools, there is, Gamers Nexus has some tools out that you can get there. iFixit is another great tool place. And so those are some areas where you go look at tools and you can say, okay, that could enable them help take apart more computers, dive into things, learn more, start being able to fix computers if they get that far into it, right? There's a lot of different things with tools because they always come up, right? Every single time I build a computer, they come up. If I take apart a laptop, they come up. And a good set of tools is always something that you want to have around and to be able to use. I'd like to get a new set, but I'm operating off some really old tools that still work. And if you buy them a good set, they'll be like mine. They're just get older and older, and they're always there and they always work. And then before I get to the last one, basically anything. Maybe you're that big spender out there, and you're willing to just drop some cash on whatever it is, and you can be that person that gets them the graphics card. Anything else in the computer, you know, they've probably already figured out and gotten, but the graphics card is so hard right now, right? It's almost impossible. And you want to be that, special person in that person's life. You can drop some serious cash and show them how much you love them and appreciate them. So you can always spend that amount of money. Considering how where graphics cards are this year for Christmas, I want to throw that one in there. I don't know how many people are doing that, but maybe you're rolling in the dough and you're going to be that special person for somebody. And by the way, you've been able to find that graphics card too that they want. So graphics cards have been more in stock. It's just the prices are still pretty high. But that could be their upgrade for the year. Maybe they've built everything else and I'm waiting on that GPU. And you can be that final puzzle piece there as well. Or another option is that you give them a gift card or something that gets them closer to that purchase, right? And a lot of times I like that the best, right? Even though some people are like, it's kind of impersonal. But if let's say I have already on my wish list, let's say it's a new wish list, Amazon wish list, wherever. I want this graphics card. I want this motherboard. I'm working towards it, right? Um, Now you could be the person that asks them for their wish list and gives them one of those computer parts on there, or case, or whatever else. Or you could be that one that gives them the money that puts it over the top. And trust me, they're going to remember you for that forever. If you were to put me over the top, that would be a huge thing to be able to pay for that graphics card, right? And especially in a time where you probably that person's been looking to play games, since they started building the computer, run the computer with that new graphics card. Maybe they're using an older one just to get by, and they're really just been looking at and staring at that graphics card, and you give them the gift card that puts them at the total they need. Or maybe there's a bunch of family members or friends that give them a little bit of money that puts them at the dollar amount that they need. They're going to be ecstatic, right? Because then they can finally order that graphics card and get it to put in their computer, or whatever computer part it is. And I think, sometimes we overlook graphics cards because it can be kind of impersonal, right? But a lot of times I like the graphics card because then I look back at it, I was able to get something I want, and get something I really need, or that can help my family better than just, something that may not have aligned right with what I want. So, I mean, you could always go for the consoles, right? They could go in there, but if it's somebody that's building computers and everything else, you could really build around that. And I expect a lot of consoles to be sold. That's something that's always there. I was trying to go off a little bit and just think, you got some last minute stuff. You can get an SSD at most stores. You can get a Raspberry Pi. RGB is also coming around in a lot of stores today, a lot of different lighting options, even in hardware stores. That's one place, if you haven't thought about do that, go there, because they got a lot of different lighting options that could be really creative there. And then you got tools, but then always the fallback, get a gift card or get something else. Hey, and one other thing out there that you just maybe that they just want snacks. I, I know, so I like that sometimes. Some people, you'll get, maybe from a fancy bakery or something. Get me something nice. I like my sweets. So, um, just be able to go through and have something they can enjoy. And even if it's, maybe they're the person that likes to share it too, but that could be a fun little thing. You sit down, watch a movie in your entertainment area. You know, maybe it's on their computer and they have it and like to play games and have a little snack. That's always another option. That just came in my mind. You know, maybe I do want a little sweet right now, but uh, and that's what came into my head. But those are different little options. I think that, you know, just thinking outside the box, and you're down to the last minute, right? Get something that's meaningful. Get something that can help them get to their end goal, which is either maybe building the computer, maybe finishing the computer, maybe getting lighting around the computer, maybe fixing up another computer, or maybe start their own tinkering project. So that's kind of how I went through this. Hopefully that helped you for this Christmas season. I really thank you guys for watching, and thank you for guys making it to the end here. Merry Christmas and enjoy it this year. And until next time, God bless, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.